In this lesson, we are going to learn some interesting things about Python string. So let's start with a variable named course name. And we set that to learn Python programming, which is the name of this course. We want to calculate the number of characters in this string. There is a built-in function to do it, and it is called len. The course name is the argument of this function. Let's put everything in print function. Run it. We can see 24 in the terminal window. That means there are 24 characters in this string. There are many functions, especially for string. For example, we have functions for converting all these characters to uppercase or lowercase. To access these functions, we use the dot operator. First, we type course name, then dot. These are all functions that are specific to string. To be accurate, these are actually methods. This is a term related to object-oriented programming that we're going to learn in upcoming lessons. For now, let's focus on the basics. So, when a function belongs to something else or is specific to some kind of object, we refer to that function as a method. For example, here we have this function, upper, for converting the string into uppercase. It is actually a method. In contrast, len and print are general purpose functions. They don't belong to any particular object such as a string. That is why they're functions. This upper is specific to this string. That is why it is a method. So this is the difference between functions and methods. Now let's take a look at the upper method. Print the results and run the program. We can see all characters have become uppercase. Now, similar to uppercase method, we have another method for converting a string into lowercase. Type course name dot lower. Put it in the print function. Run the program. We can see every character is now lowercase. Note that this method does not change or modify our original string. Actually, it creates a new string and returns it. Let's print the course name. Run the program. We can see our original string is exactly it was. It has not been modified. Sometimes we need to find a character or a sequence of characters in a string. In these situations, you can use find method. Here we pass a character, let's say T, and this will return the index of the first occurrence of that character. Print the result. We get 8 because the index of T in the string is 8. As another example, if we pass an uppercase T here, let's see what we get. We get -1 because we don't have an uppercase T anywhere on our string. That means find method is case sensitive. It works for sequence of characters too. For example, we can pass Python with capital P. Let's run this program. We get 6 because Python starts with index 6. As we also have method for replacing a character or a sequence of characters that is called replace. Type in course name dot replace. Let's say we want to replace learn by master. So we can add a comma to pass a second value to this method. Run this program, so we get master Python programming. Again, this method, like the find method, is case sensitive. In many situations, we will need to check existence of a character or sequence of characters in our string. In those situations, for example, let's say we want to check if Python is in our string. Type Python as a string inside of the quotes, then space, then in, take another space, then course name. So we are checking if Python is in course name variable. This is an expression that generates a Boolean value. That means either true or false. Let's run the program. We've got a true because Python is present on the string. Let's change this to learn. It is still true. If we replace the capital L with a small l, then it becomes false because we do not have learn in the string that starts with lowercase l. That means in operator is case sensitive. So the difference between the in operator and the find method is that the find method returns the index of character or sequence of characters. On the other hand, the in operator generates a Boolean value. That's the difference. So we have covered many things in this lesson. Let's have a quick recap. We use the len built-in function to find the number of characters in a string. The upper method is used to convert the character into uppercase. The lower method converts the characters into lowercase. We use the find method to find the index of the first occurrence of a character or a set of characters. There is replace function to replace a character or a set of characters. To check if a character or a string is present on our string, we use in operator. So that's all for this lesson. Let's see what we have in the next lesson.